Hi everyone. In case you don't know, I want to give you this update. I don't know if you have been in a club or you're in a club. If you're in a club, you get with me that in a club they have BOT that they used to have in the party, board of trustees. And that board of trustees in a club, they seems to have more power. Underline it. A kind of than the president. In a club, those BOT can push for president impeach in a club. And those BOT can as well counter the president. Mostly a first-time president, like if your first tenure, and that first tenure you still want to go for second tenure. So at times, in that sense, you must work with them. Anything that you did not consult them, you want to do it, you will have a problem. They work against it. There are people that trust them more than you. And those trustees are the people that some people will consult to ask, can we vote this guy? Or they didn't call him on phone or call some of them on phone. Look at what president want to do. They'll be like, yeah, we are aware, he told us. But if you eventually want to do something, you don't want to tell them, and you successfully carry it out, they will walk you out. They will make sure they work against you. They must impeach you. This explanation, you may not understand if you're not in the club. You may not understand if you're not in the party. Go and check people that have been board of trustees in parties. You can only have issue with them in your second tenure, in which you will play this game of, is either I achieve this thing I want to do, or I will go. But your first tenure, you have no option. You must work with board of trustee. Nigeria Nigeria have become a club in which there are so many individuals that are member of that club. Just like in the club, you have differences. Most of them, what they call it, OB is part of that club. OB is part of a member of club, Nigeria Club of, I don't know how to say it, Club of Nigeria. He's an ex-governor. He belongs. There are good people in the club. There are bad people in the club. Obi might be one of the good people in the club. Yaya Bello is one of the good persons. He's very young in the club. Bello is state governor. I'm talking about people that are serving now, that we can see. It's not with the one that they will ask you to go and verify. You may not understand what I'm trying to say, but you understand it probably after election. That is why whenever I talk about our dad, the greatest prophet, the greatest prophet of our time, who prophesies the future. Even the country know that he is a prophet. Frambaka have once said it, that he's a prophet. He is a prophet. He was ordained from the womb. That is why even online, many people are using him to commit crime. People are using his name because once you mention his name, people will listen to you. When you want, even if I want to use his name to make a donation, people will contribute. The greatest of our time, but he's suffering for us. When Christ was on earth, he was persecuted. He came as a human being. He was born out of a woman. He came in human form. He was abused. They did all manner of things to him. Even from his family, from his side, not ever believe in him. Even after he resurrected and go back to heaven, not everybody still believe in him. So I'm not surprised. What I want to let you know is this: that the earlier you know that Nigeria is just like a club, which all the former governors are in that club, apart from military period. Only people that I can know that are pioneers in that club might be the ex governors during the military regime from the north. But most of the people from our side, they don't listen to them now. They're not among. If he's not former governor, they don't listen to them. So I'm talking about those from democracy from 1999 and the old leaders from the north. North people are the pioneers. Then every ex-governors are member of that club. They have each other contact. They communicate. They agree. They disagree. They might disagree, and it's normal thing to disagree. So we don't. I don't. You can't deceive me. You can't deceive me. Like no, you can't. The only thing that I know that are obtainable, that are important, that we have to do if we want to still be one. Since 1960, we had independence. We are still, if you are still fighting to become one Nigeria, I don't even get that. We shouldn't fight to be one. We shouldn't kill ourselves to be one. I can decide to disown my mother. I can decide to disown my daddy. My daddy can decide to disown me. I can decide to tell my brother that we are not one. Let's separate. Like after all, when they give birth to us, we are eight in number. All of us separate. All of us will go on and on. We call on phone. We talk on phone, and we are having our different families. So what is wrong if okay, start Arewa, okay, chicken, Oduduwa, okay, chicken, Jeff, okay, chicken, but we have a one united country. It can be possible. It can be possible. Let every people manage what they have. If we cannot restructure this country, let's do referendum. If you want to be one, let's agree and have a new constitution. But those pioneers will not agree. Those members, some of them might have one leg here because if you are not responding well, your charter will be open. So that is this a club? Nigeria is a club, and those leaders, they are the club. They are the pioneers. Within the pioneers, they have board of trustees. Nigeria as a country has board of trustees. Those board of trustees are now the people that will you must work with. If you don't work with board of trustees, you have gone. You understand? So unless you work with them for 4 years, in the next 4 years, you will now want to implement your own. But at first, you must. It's not Nigeria is too big. It's not a thing. Even when Shetima say Nigeria is too big for a particular person, I'm not. Nigeria is too big for everybody. It's a giant of Africa. It's a very big country. You understand? Until I come your way next step, but have it in mind that Nigeria is a business of Britain, and as a Britain of a Britain is a business name for Britain, Nigeria. Then there are pioneers, those old leaders. They are the pioneers, mostly from the north. Then after that pioneers, they have board of trustees in Nigeria, and those board of trustees are the ones that are holding Nigeria like this. And the only way you can take it out from them is not by any candidate, is by referendum. They will not agree with restructuring, but a referendum will be the best for us to get what we need. Remember, blessed.